New coach, new culture. But that's not why people are excited to see UIC back at it. It's really true freshman, Daquan Jones. You see this neighborhood? This is Englewood in Chicago, one of the toughest neighborhoods with the highest crime rates in the city. And you got to be tough if you're from here, and that's who Daquan Jones is. He's tough. And I wouldn't say physically tough, more like mentally tough. He's had a rough childhood, to say the least, and we'll get into that a little later. But just know, this kid, he's got some balls on him, man. He's a good player. He's a good kid. And you know what? He's as good as they get. He turned down some big-time offers from some Big Ten schools. Illinois, Michigan State, Rutgers, just to name a few. But he elected to stay home. He knew this was bigger than himself. He wanted to do something big for the city. This is where he grew up, after all. And you know what? You know what he told me when I recruited him? He said, "Hey, coach, I just want to put Chicago back on the map." Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jake from TNJ, and welcome to the UIC Flames Legacy Mode. And now, this is going to be fun because we are going up against ourselves here in the scrimmage. And let's just take a look at the white and red teams. So now on the red team, Beamish is going to be the point guard. Dior Rogers and the freshman Jones are going to be the backcourt, and the front court, Elgin and Hancock will be at center. Now, on the white team is going to be the starting lineup, and we are led by Elliot Waters at center, the freshman, and then Silva is going to be the point guard, the senior leader for us. So let's just see what our team looks like. We just want to see who's going to be what role, and we don't really have a definitive starting lineup, and the lineups are not set, so we don't know who's going to look like who. So let's just check out some of this action. Here is Jones. He's going to be a scorer. Let's see what he can do. I do not have him slated to really play this season. He is a freshman, so we'll have to see what he can do. So here is Kendall Moore at the shooting guard position for the starting team on the white squad, and he's going to miss an easy layup as it's going to be rebounded by Dior Rogers, who swings it around to Jones, who's going to take the jump shot, and he will score the first bucket of this game. And now that gives a 2-1 lead here for the red squad. So here is Brett Williams. He's going to pass it around. He is going to swing it around to Silva, and Brett Williams gets it back inside the lane. He will lay it up and in. And that's the first bucket here for the white squad. So here is Jones, the true freshman. He's going to take one from deep, and he will get the second bucket of the game. And he's got 5 early points for the red squad. So here's a steal, this time by Dior Rogers, and Jones is going to take it to the lane and get fouled from behind by the senior point guard Silva, as he does knock down the first free throw. And it's really going to be important to see who can score on this team. Daquan Jones does have a past of scoring in high school, but he is one of the lowest rated guys on the roster, but he can score for sure. So here is Dunn driving it to the lane. He's going to lay it up and in, and he's going to lay it. He's more of a 3-and-D guy. He doesn't play, he doesn't have an all-around game. He does have more of a stretch 4 type of game, but we'll have to see because Dunn, he's 6'9". He can play a little defense just off of his length alone, but I guess we'll have to see what he can do in the starting lineup. So here is Aiden Beamish, the point guard, driving in the lane, and that's really not his game. He is more of a 3-point threat, and he does make it a 15-8 lead. As here's Waters dribbling it up and passing it over to Brett Williams, the senior, and he gets his first points of the game. So now a 15-10 lead. Here's a pass around to Daquan Jones at the top of the lane, and that is going to be 10 points early on for the freshman. Kind of surprising the coaching staff here, as he's been the one scoring for the red squad. As here he is taking it up and in and laying it off the glass, and he's got 12 early points. I did not expect that out of the true freshman. So here's a deep 3 miss by Jones. He's going to foul it up and get the board back, and he's going to get it passed out and drive to the lane, and he is going to get fouled. So he is being aggressive in this one, as here is Beamish driving to the lane. He's going to get fouled by Waters, as now the red squad has opened up a 23-11 lead here on the starting lineup for the white squad. But here is Waters getting going in this game. He will lay it up and in. He's 6'11". He's got size, and he is only a freshman. He's going to develop into a nice little post type of big man. As here's a steal, and here's Jones on the opposite end, and he's going to get fouled by the senior Tristan East. and he's going to lay it up and in for the and one. So here is Jones at the top. He's going to pass around to Dior Rogers, who I thought was going to be the leading scorer here for the Red Squad, but he's got 8 points of his own. He looks pretty good shooting the three. So the Red Squad has a 33-17 lead here for the UIC Flames, and here is Waters in the lane. Nobody's there to contain him, and he's going to just lay it up and in. That's an easy bucket for the 6'11 center. So here is Silva, the senior point guard, passing around to Dunn Jr. He's going to hit the three, and that's more of his game. He's going to be more of a spot-up shooter, and he has 7 early points here for the White Squad. But here's Dior Rogers. He's getting going once again, another three. And now the Red Squad has the big lead as we are winding down this first half. And here's Brett Williams on the rebound, passing it up to Quinn Harvith, the freshman, and he's going to lay it up and in. But that is not going to count as the Red Squad goes into half with that 16-point lead. So here to start the second half, here is Williams, the senior, driving it to the lane. He looks pretty good with the ball in his hands. It looks like he's going to be a pretty good scorer. He's got 9 points for the starting lineup. So here back out on offense, here is the Red Squad. Hancock, the backup center, and he's going to get a nice little bucket inside. As on the other end, here's Williams driving it to the lane, getting the defender up in the air, and he's got 11 points. So back on an offense for the White Squad. Here's Williams missing an open layup that time, and it's going to brick off of the front of the rim, and look at Jones running the break, and he's going to give it up to Dior Rogers, who is going to throw it down in traffic. And now the Red Squad is just controlling this game on offense and also doing a pretty good job of running a good half-court offense. As here is Daquan Jones, and he is going to lay it up and in. Another bucket for him. He is surprising the coaching staff. Didn't expect him to be the leading scorer in this one, but he is making a good impression. As here is Brett Williams on the White Squad. He's making it a game as he does eventually trim it down to an 11-point lead. But back on the other end, here's Dior Rogers throwing up a three. He's going to actually brick that one, but look at Brett Williams leading the break, and he is going to pass it over to Dunn, who will lay it up, but he's going to miss that one and miss the rebound. But look at this. It's going to be basket interference. He's got to make those ones if he's going to stay in that starting lineup, because he is the 4 right now. And right now I don't really know who's the 4 because I don't really see anybody sticking out for us. But on the offensive side of the ball for the Red Squad, Dior Rogers and also Daquan Jones are making a huge impression in this one, as they do give the Red Squad a lead 52-43. But here's Brett Williams missing the open layup, and Dior Rogers runs the break, and now that eventually gets it to a mid-range jumper by the backup, more like the third power forward in our lineup here, as I don't know how he's going to crack the lineup really, because he's more of a developmental guy, as Harvith does miss the mid-ranger. But here's Williams driving the lane. He's going to miss the layup, as here is another miss by the White Squad. I mean, here's the thing. I think the Red Squad has the better scorers in this one. I think they have Aiden Beamish, who can shoot threes. They have Rogers, who can do everything. And then Jones is showing his versatility. I think that's what this squad is going to be. We'll have to see, but I like what I see from the Red Squad and their scorers. As you can see, they do stretch this lead out to 11 points. So here is Silva at point guard. He is more of a driver of the basketball. He is going to lay that one up and in for his 11th point of the game. So here's our sharpshooter, Aiden Beamish. He's going to miss the three-pointer, and look at the block that time by Waters, as we are going to pass it up to Silva, who is going to drive the lane and throw it down hard. And that's what his game is. He's going to be more of a driver, and he's going to be more of a distributor too. He's going to have to be, but he cannot shoot. So Aiden Beamish is going to have to be in on situations where we need a three-point shot. As here's Waters on the steal. He's going to drive it through the lane, and he's going to throw it down in traffic. And he's 6'11". He can get up. And now we have the lead down to single digits here. 5 points here with only 3 minutes remaining in the second half. Silva, he gets the steal. He's going to pass it over to Kendall Moore, and he's going to get fouled going to the lane. And now he goes to the line. Can he trim this down to 3 points? But no, he misses the first of 2. The second free throw is up, and he's going to have that one. That one's going to be off. So now the Red Squad takes back over. And here's Aiden Beamish from the line with the 6-point lead, as this lead is down to 6 points. And Kendall Moore, can he make up for that missed free throws? And he's going to lay it up and in. And now it's a 4-point game, but here's Daquan Jones on the other end, driving it to the lane. He gets blocked by Waters, but Elgin gets the rebound, and that does trim the lead back down to 5 points, as here is Beamish on the offensive side of the ball. He's going to get fouled, and the mid-range jumper does trim it to 8 points on the foul, but here's Kendall Moore. He will drive it and trim it down to just 6 points, but you can just see the red squad has taken over this game, but the white squad is still fighting back here with under a minute and a half left. Here is Brett Williams, wide open three to cut it to 3 points, and he will miss the wide open jumper, as now here comes the red squad led by Daquan Jones, who's got over 20 points, passes it over to Aiden Beamish, who hits his first 3 of the game. That's 13 points for him in this one. And now this lead is at about 7 points, and here is Silva on the steal, and he will get an easy fast break dunk, but it might be just a little too late, as here's Elgin at the free throw line at the end of the game. He is going to miss. Dior Rogers gets the rebound, and the red squad does lay it up and in, and they go on to win this game by 8 points, as I just wanted to see what everybody can do on this squad, and I did get a good picture of what everybody can do. Silva looks like he's good in fast break situations. He plays good defense. And Moore, I didn't see enough from Moore. He does have the best 3-point shot in our starting lineup right now, but he went 0 of 4 from 3-point land, and Brett Williams showed that he could score. He might be our leading scorer. We'll have to see, because I do want to keep Dior Rogers off of the bench because he can score. But Daquan Jones, I want to talk about him. I thought I was going to be redshirting him going into this season, but it looks like he could score. He had a game-high 24 points off of 6 of 13 shooting, had 11 of 14 free throws, so he did get fouled going to the line quite a bit. And Beamish went 1 of 3. He's definitely going to need to be a sharpshooter, but Dior Rogers, 3 of 5 from 3-point land. That's definitely not his game, so I don't know how sustainable that can be, but I like what I saw from these guys. And even Hancock, 14 rebounds off of the bench. So you can just see the percentages here. We shot both teams over 40%. That's a good sign. And then the red squad shot 50% from 3, 5 of 10. And they shot 75 from the free throw stripe, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty encouraged going into this season, and I like what I saw from, the freshman Daquan Jones and also Dior Rogers leading that second unit. I kind of want to keep them in the second unit just because I see how good they are going to be together, but you guys let me know. I'm going to let you guys dictate a lot in this series as we do hop into the season, and we do start out with West Virginia, then we go into the preseason tournament versus Tennessee. And then we play Loyola from Illinois, so another Chicago team. We will keep that rivalry going in this series. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. We are going full-fledged into this season, so stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I've been working hard for a minute. The ones who don't deserve it seem to be the ones that get it. The ones who speak the truth never get the recognition, but the ones that act foolish seem to get all the attention. It don't matter though, yeah. Hey, it don't even matter though. Nope. Hey, it don't even matter.